So it's January 23rd at 10 o'clock at night, and I'm having a huge breakthrough with my art. I've been having a lot of trouble with drawing these days. Um, I've worked on this one piece for many, many days and couldn't get her face right and couldn't get the thing right. And this is the face that I did, and ended up getting it to work quite well. Look very, you know, nice. But then I'm always really scared to start painting my drawings because I feel like I'm not very skilled with painting, that I kind of flatten things out. Because I almost treat it like a coloring book, like I have all these lines in the drawing, and so I just color in those lines with one color. And so it ends up looking like a very flat drawing. And I did a piece over several days in the last few weeks. I'll show you a little bit of it. This one. Here's just one little bit of the face. And I was really frustrated with how it came out, just very lined. And there was no really dynamic, colorful, sweeping kind of watercolor look to it, which is what I really want to do. I want it to look more ethereal and less liney. And I'm very line oriented with my art, have been. So I just said, fuck it, and I looked up all these references and things to help me kind of think about, and watched a lot of videos about watercolor and blending colors and stuff. And then, so I started painting it, and this is what I'm working on now. And I wanted her eyes to look more realistic. Her body, her face, the skin is all different colors that are just blended together. Her lips, her eyes, neck, hands, and so it ends up looking more, more realistic. This for me is like 30 years of work, because I've been drawing, so much in a lot of many, many years. And I'm finally breaking through to being more dynamic with colors and shading. And it's not realistic, but it looks like a person, and there's no lines. Like, you don't see lines there, you see shadows. And that, I can't even tell you how hard that is to do and learn to do. And it's just made me, it might seem like nothing, but for me it's just such a big thing for me, because I'm such a line person. I love lines. Everything, all the doodles that I make, see, they're all very detailed, line oriented. There's no shading, it's just lines, which is fine, but there's nothing wrong with lines, because I can make very dynamic paintings that are line based. My entire art book from this last year, almost everything I was looking at it, is line based, and that kind of bummed me out the other day, because I don't want to be a comic artist. I don't want to be a manga artist. I don't, people who draw lines and make bodies and faces and things with lines. I want to be a dynamic, artist who can draw surrealist goddesses. Oh, and today when I was drawing in the cafe, I was working on her body, trying to fix it. This woman passed me, and I was, I had it out like this. I was drawing something like this, and she was standing over here, and she said, "Stunning. She's a goddess." And I shook my head, because that's what she's supposed to be. And she looked at me and said, "Just like you." So that was nice. He's laughing. Why are you laughing?
A cute thing.
What's cute?
That experience.
Isn't it cute?
Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing? Today it's a beautiful day outside, and I'm working on a skull sketch, and we're going for a bike ride today.
A college then?
Yeah. You want a bike ride?
Yeah.
Hee 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 hee. With your heels?
Leggings and stockings.
Yes.
Garbage. Turn right.
Okay. Just want to share some of my favorite pens and markers. These guys are some of my favorites, and they're the cheapest that you can find at any art store. I love them. Stabilo. I bought the colors individually that I wanted. Finally found the best place to get them. Artisan Craftsman in Berkeley. These are my new favorites. They're Tombow markers, and I'm buying individual ones. So I got a blending one, which is that one there. Probably going to get some more, but the Artisan Craftsman place has the cheapest ones. So these are my kind of go-to pens. And then I have, you know, lots of not so high quality ones that I still love a lot. You know, I'm a pen collector now. I'm obsessed with colored pens. I have paint that my friend Forrest gave me about 4 or 5 years ago that I've kept for a really long time. I'm obsessed with pens. I'm obsessed with, you know, journals. I have a lot of books now. I'm starting to, you know, get things that I want to have. Because for a long time I wouldn't get things that I wanted because we travel, and we still travel. It's just I have to find a way to carry the things that I like. I just have to pare down the stuff I have. We invest in ourselves in terms of our art. This is what I did today. I'm very pleased with it. I said I wanted to, instead of finishing this one I did yesterday, I wanted to start on a skull. And so I made a fucking skull, and I really like it. It's very realistic. My brain is shot. It's 10:20 and I can't draw anymore. Why am I so in love with him? He says that a lot. I'm so in love with this man. And his cute slippers.
It's quite trendy for the people and athletes to do this wide angle thing and make everything all curved and looking.
Alright. Having breakfast.
That's happening.
I'm drawing more skulls. Have you been just hanging out reading?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it nice?
Try to let myself.
It is Friday. It's Friday. He's What a cool place. I love this store. I love this store. I'm getting more pens because I'm just obsessed. Ooh. Now I have a complete set of, I mean, this is not a complete set, but this is all the colors that I want. All the pinks, all the blues, all the purples, I think, or most of them, and a couple of greens, these are my favorite colors. This is a book an Italian man made to make it look like it's a ancient text, but he just did it because he's an artist. And anyway. I'm back home. Are you all right? Spicy? I got a few extra colors just to round out the darks and the blues. I really love these. I love these markers, Tombows, especially because they blend with each other and they blend with light colors. So, like if you blend the clear color or the super light blush colors with, you know, these darker colors, they'll blend like colored pencil or acrylic paint, and You can get really nice things. They're not just good for writing. They're good for painting with markers.